4A, the chair stands, pretty straightforward, so I'll keep it short and sweet. You really just need some form of chair. So you've already potentially looked at your chairs if you've already done the first 4 exercises, and you know that you need to find one of a certain height and maybe a certain firmness, because you're going to be sitting in that chair and getting yourself up and down out of that chair. If you're finding that is a challenge, I know in clinic what we've used is that blue foam block. So if you obviously don't have one, I do not have one of those at home. So using that really nice firm pillow would be really important for you to sit in the chair. So allowing a little bit of extra height out of that chair to help you get up and down for all of your repetitions. Exercise 4A is our chair stands, and I would say that this is probably the most easy one that you can do at home. And so if you've gone through the whole GLA program and got this far, awesome. But honestly, if anything, if you can do one exercise to keep you mobile at home and for years to come, this is it. So we're going to come closer to the edge of our seat. Feet are about hip width apart, making sure our feet are planted on the floor. Our first version in the manual, arms on the armrests, we're going to stand up and sit back down. Stand up and sit back down. Now, if you feel unsecure, go ahead and place that chair up against a wall as well. That's totally an option for you to do. Now, the second version is changing where those hands go. They come across the chest, standing up and coming back down. Really pressing down through all 10 toes as you stand up and squeezing the buttocks a little bit as you stand. Option number 3, we come into a bit of a staggered stance. So one foot comes back, the other foot comes forward, and you come up and then down. So guess what happens? That back leg has to work a little bit harder. It's doing more of the work. It's supporting more of your body mass. So from a balance perspective, I better switch. Make sure I get both feet and legs done. Up and down and up. I'll do one more to keep that balance. And then the fourth version or iteration of this exercise is adding some hand weights. So actually, I haven't totally addressed this whole hand weight thing. If you don't have hand weights at home, jugs of water work. So if you have some recycled 2-liter jugs, you could hold on to some jugs. You could always go with the whole idea of cans. So canned beans, canned soup, whatever you have at home. So keeping those, I prefer them down at our side, sitting nice and tall. We're gonna press down and stand up. So I've added to my body weight the weight of my hand weights as well. Anything that can do, that's easy to hold on to and add extra weight, I should say, is the way to progress this exercise. Now to give you a quick blurb of it from a side view so you can see, I'll run through one repetition of each version so you have a full view of exercise 4A. So first version, second version, third version with my back leg back, 1 foot forward, watching the tracking of the knee, always facing forward. I'll balance it out, do the other side. And then the last version, I would pick up those weights. Again, this is the challenge of all, that maybe some of you are not right positioned for this just yet, but know that this would be the last version. Like I said, this exercise is something that you can do at home. If you can only get one exercise in, this is the one, the chair stands.